Hi everyone, Daria from Startup Booster here, and we're today with my colleague Elena going to have a chat about building your team. We have got already a number of questions, and we really hope that we're gonna cope with answering all of them. And yeah, so Elena, are you there?
Hi there, here's Elena, or welcome to the free consulting session. I'm here today without any interference on the internet, and I'm very happy to hear all of you guys. So let's get down to the questions you've got.
Okay, perfect. So the first question is coming from Sharon from UK, and Sharon is asking, so I am a startup and we are a small online shop, but we have several people hired. Do we need already at this stage, being a 2-year old startup, have a structured recruitment process?
Okay, thank you for the question. I would consider a couple of questions. First of all, whether you plan to expand and how fast you plan to expand. If you really think that the current team is capable of doing all the tasks, of completing all of them according to the deadlines, and if you have just a small team and maybe you will be able to generate a great revenue with this team, then I would just keep it at that, and I would not just hire a recruitment person. I would actually outsource it. Maybe you will need some tips. You could invite an external coach or recruitment consultant, but thus you will save the whole year salary of the recruitment person. However, if you say you are ready to expand and you really would like to open a few more positions, then you will have a bigger team, and in the long run you will actually need the recruitment department, and you will need a person who will take care of your people or the whole team or even several teams in your company. And of course it's better to have the person on site if you have a bigger team.
Okay, so the next question is coming from Ian, and I think that Ian is probably not watching us tonight because he's from New Zealand. So he's
Okay.
asking, he's asking, is it really important to sell your startup and to hire the best talent? Because it's so difficult to get engaged with the best people with the best skills when you're a startup company.
Oh, this question is actually twofold. Hi, Ian. Well, you will watch the replay of the video most likely. On the one hand, you really need to attract the very best person who will develop your startup and who will bring out great results. On the other hand, having no resources for that as a startup, generally, unless you get some savings or funding options, you do not have a lot of money to hire a person who would say really want to have at least 100K salary per year, right? So there you have several options. First of all, I would do my best to engage friends and ask them, hire someone from the acquaintances, and most likely this will be a person who is about to graduate from the university. Of course, it depends upon the direction of your startup, right? Let's say you are a tech startup developing some software. So there, I would strongly recommend you just going for an intern who is about to graduate, maybe 4th year, and the interns will be happy to do some extra mile, and they won't demand 100K salary from you. So this could be a way out of the situation. Yeah, and later on, of course, when you develop your company, you will definitely see that with the time you need more people on board, and that, well, when you can afford paying that much to a high-tech specialist, then you're welcome, of course. But as I mentioned, engaging interns from the university is a really great opportunity for you to develop your company and to develop it for less money. So that was it, Ian.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot, Lena. Now, the next question is coming from Ivanka. Ivanka is from Slovakia, and she's saying that they are from a small company that is making a mobile app. So her story is the following. When we first started, our company needed to accomplish two things: make a product and then get this product into people's hands. So we were busy with development and sales. For better or for worse, we were not really worried about accounting and legal stuff and operations and especially HR because we're a small team. So we were focused on hiring people who could help us to accomplish main goals at the time we need it. Is it the good strategy for the startup, or would you advise to reconsider it for the future of development of our company?
Okay, wow, that was a long, long question. Hi, Ivanka. So, as far as I could understand, this is a more or less strategic question, right? And much more is involved here. It's not only about building your team, but it's about structuring all the processes in your startup company, right, Daria?
Yeah, I would
So,
say so.
exactly. And here, both of us could contribute. So, with respect to your team, there are several ways, like everything depends upon your company strategy when you hire the first person, when you get the whole team on board. And as far as I understood, you actually had a specific way of doing it. So I would say, if you think that the people who are on board complete all the tasks according to their deadlines, on time, and that you are happy with the work delivered and that your customers are happy, then that was the right moment when you got your team on board. However, if your answer is, well, no, I think we should have hired the team earlier, or maybe we should have hired the team later because there was not enough work to do there, and we had too many people just hanging without too many tasks. So then, of course, you definitely will see that the strategy should have been a different one. What do you think about it, Daria?
Yeah, I would say so. That's I would completely be on your side on this at this point.
Okay, thank you. So I hope I could answer your question, Ivanka, and let's get down to the next question.
Yeah, Ivanka, if you have any questions and it's not fully answered and you have any comments to that, you can always get in touch with us and we'll be happy to help. Okay. So the next question is coming from Czech and it's from Jana. So Jana is telling us the following story. So hi guys, I used to have a bakery shop. We were making cakes on the main street of our city, and I started this business salon, and then I tried to get engaged with the other people, and I didn't find the right person. So I decided to hire a friend. I thought it would be fun, and we I didn't give that much thought. If the friend is gonna put enough energy like I do in my startup. So I make the friend the co-founder, and then at the end we didn't match. So I had to say goodbye to the friend, and it was not a friend anymore, and I lost the person I hired, and I lost the co-founder as well. Can you please give an advice about hiring friends in general? Is it only my case, or it's basically a forbidden topic for the startups?
Hi, Jana. I think, well, it's a pity that it went that way in your startup. There are several solutions and options with respect to hiring or not hiring friends. I would not go for just hiring a friend, but first of all, I would communicate my vision and goals and strategy to a friend, and check very carefully if the friend is sharing this vision and the ideas and goals and the strategy as well. Of course, later on, you can create a joint strategy, right? You can agree on some things. Maybe your friends can also contribute some creative, input to your business. So it was definitely a good point to make your friend a co-founder, because thus you kind of you wanted to have the higher input on the part of your friends. However, what was missing here in this case, just analyzing it as it is already now like that, I think you just maybe you didn't communicate the strategy and the goals and the vision of your business, and also your expectations to your friend. Because all of us are different, and we have different expectations and a different notion of working hard. So maybe to you, working hard means working 10 hours a day. However, to your friend, working hard might mean 8 hours and 10 minutes every day, you know. And this is, I guess, so here, unfortunately, I cannot talk to your friend, and it's really a pity that you are not friends anymore and you lost the co-founder. However, in this case, you know, it was, I guess, there was a conflict because of their unclear communication of your goals and vision, and also different expectations concerning what it means to work hard and, you know, to do business overall. In general, I would say, yes, it is a good thing to hire a friend, or better even to make your friend a co-founder, because as you are friends, you have known each other for ages and your friend knows you. So there is kind of positive energy everywhere between you, and the friend is also ready, you know, to help you, to support you. So this is a good point. However, where I should be really careful is it's really crucial that you communicate everything to your friends, your vision, your expectations, your goals, and your strategy. And maybe you discuss it before making your friend a co-founder. So that's my point of view on this topic.
Good, thank you so much. Next question is coming from UK, and this is from Mike, or to be exact, from Scotland. So Mike is having the following situation. So we're a startup, we're a little small company, and we got the funding from the venture capital company to develop our business. So we have now funds to hire the team. What would be your top 2 tips on hiring the team in this situation, and how to reduce the risk of losing the new hired people, because not everybody is really excited to get the sleeves up and get the job done in a startup environment?
Okay, that's a great question. It's gonna be a bit difficult to reduce all the tips I have for you into just 2 tips. So I'll do my best. First of all, congratulations on getting the funds. Now you have the funds, and I guess you can involve an external person who will take care of recruitment. So I think, anyway, even the like, let's say the first case, you have the funds to hire a recruitment consultant. So this is great. And even there, you still have to work really in tight cooperation with this recruitment consultant in order to get the best people on board. And the second option is you don't have the funds, you know, extra funds for the recruitment consultant. However, you have only the funds to hire your team. So there, you really also need to take care of the whole stuff on your own. And now we just generalize. So the tip is as follows. You really need to take a look at what kind of tasks should be completed in your company, and what kind of skills the person whom you are gonna hire should possess. So the skills and the tasks are crucial. So this is the first tip. And they are just to expand a little bit. For example, the person, well, I guess most likely you will need the person who has some technical skills and also some soft skills. And depending upon the tasks of the person, either this person will be somewhere in the background, you know, in the back office, or this person will be working actively with your customers. There you need to hire either an introvert or an extrovert person. This is the difference. An extrovert person would be really unhappy to sit in the back office and to support you there. However, an introvert person will most likely be not the perfect salesperson for your company. The second tip regarding recruiting the team will be to communicate your vision, your goals, and your strategy to the team. It's really crucial that the people whom you hire share your vision. I very often I give this example. Let's say if you have a fur company and you hire a person who is against killing animals, this person will be unhappy in your company, and this person will not contribute to the success of your company. So this is where the vision should be really clear, and the shared values should be also come in place, right? So this is the second tip for you guys. However, I have one more tip. So let me just give you the third tip. I think when you hire a team, you really need to take a look at how diverse your team is. Diversity is a great issue right now. And here is the tip. If you have extremely creative tasks to be fulfilled, and if you are an innovation startup, then it's better to have a very diverse team. For example, people having different backgrounds, people coming from different nationalities and speaking different languages. And of course, well, it's perfect when they have one international language, let's say English, to communicate. Because the diverse teams produce greater results as compared to non-diverse teams when the tasks are complicated. So just keep that in mind. You really need a diverse team for completing highly creative and innovative tasks, difficult tasks. Okay, hope I could answer your question. Now we are ready for the next question.
Okay, the next question is coming from Germany. Hello, Germany.
Hello.
So it's Natalie, and Natalie is saying the following. So we are a bit remote located team. We are a startup who is 3 years old, but we started growing there quickly that we have around 30 people on board already. We kind of agreed on the goals and on the roles. However, we're struggling to create the team culture, and also we're a bit of a mess in terms of HR and the whole structuring. Maybe you have an advice for us.
Okay, so you have already made a big way, so to say, a long way, and you are 30 people. Depending upon the resources you have several options. I would say that at the moment, just to take a look at the things, it would be really wise to hire an external consultant. Not someone on a permanent basis, but just to get, let's say, five times a consultation, from the person who knows the ropes, so to say, in this business. And this person really needs to evaluate this current stage of affairs with respect to your team development. After you hear the advice of this person, because it's always really crucial to be on site there, you can take a look at specific issues and decide whether you hire an internal HR specialist who will take care of the team development, conduct regular team buildings, and provide all the necessary HR support to your colleagues. Or you will keep it small and you will continue, you will hire from time to time this external consultant to conduct a team building for you guys and to analyze the situation again and to see if there was any improvement. I think you really need to bring the structure, and whatever way you go, let's say either you hire an external person or you hire an internal consultant, is totally up to you. And the last point I would like to say here, just to mention, is that I think maybe at this moment your team might be on the stage which is called team development stage, which is called storming. So there are four basic team development stages. When the people meet in the beginning, they are forming the team. Then there is the storming stage, and then there is the norming and the performing stage. So I guess, as you have mentioned in your question, that things are kind of chaotic at the moment, it might be the storming stage in your company, in the team development. And there you really need some team building to be conducted. Maybe, it won't help just to conduct one session. I guess you should do it on a regular basis and communicate the goals in a clear way to the whole team. Or maybe you have several teams, 30 people, I guess they might be divided into several teams. And this, the strategy of conducting team buildings and clear communication of your goals will lead you to success, because it will automatically reduce the probability of conflict in your team. So this was the tip for you. Thank you very much, and I'm happy that we had the question from Germany.
Yeah, so we have three. So guys, I'm gonna do the three more questions, and I'm really sorry. We're gonna come back to all of you after the session because we're running out of time. So the next question is coming from Seattle, and the question is from Levi. So I am having the following scenario. I'm getting ready to submit application for the Startup Accelerator program. Before that, I need to build a team for the project, at least for the prototyping. I think for this stage, one person is enough. I am a software engineer, and the co-founder or my peer will be two. My question is, what should I take into consideration selecting the peer? Because the first must for me is the developer, and next, should they be friend? Should I know this person before? Should this person be motivated and fascinated with the idea the way I am?
Oh, wow. Hello to Seattle. These were actually a lot of questions in one, but let me just go briefly through the whole strategy of hiring the people. I think we have covered some of your questions by answering the prior questions, let's say about friends, right? So
Yeah.
it's possible to hire friends. However, please communicate your goals and also shared values clearly to your friend, and take a look if your friend shares your goals, values, and vision as well. Well, I think it's also up to you to decide how many people you hire. You've mentioned that you most probably will hire only one person, but I have a quick exercise for you. So just to decide how many people you really need on board in your team, please take a sheet of paper and write down all the tasks which should be completed for the first month of your startup. And please just make two columns. The first column will be the task, and the second column will be the time for the completion of this task. And after you calculate the tasks, the time needed for completing these tasks, you will see how many hours you've got, and if one person is capable of dealing with all these tasks. It's really crucial not to overload your person, your first co-worker. Let's say if you have 60 hours of work every week, then it's not human, and maybe it's not possible for your first colleague to just to be done with all of that volume. So the second point here is to take a close look at the skills of the person whom you would like to have on board. So after you have have all the tasks written and the time, you know how many hours should be covered and how many people you would like to engage. And there you also go by sorting out the skills, right? Depending upon actually the role of the person in your company and what should be done. Then concerning the motivation, so the very first tip is that the person whom you hire should have some shared values with you, and this person should share your vision and your goals. So this is what is really essential to communicate in the very beginning. You can also motivate this person externally, which is monetary. So suggest some remuneration benefits, let's say company mobile, car, whatever. Well, of course, it depends upon how much money you will get from the funding, right? So this is the external way to motivate. And after you are already in the same, in the team with this person, you can motivate the person by doing some sort of team building. If you are just two people, then it will be simple. So you can just go out together and spend. Let's say there are some tickets for spending the team events together outside. Let's say there are creative options, like going going to the lake and rowing together. So this is a perfect team building activity for you guys. If you have more than two people, then of course you have different options there. So you really need to conduct a team building on a regular basis with your team, and there you will have you will see that the team is cohesive, it's getting stronger, and most likely the people in your team will go very quickly through the storming phase of the team building, or the process, team development process.
Okay, thank you so much. I have to hurry up with you because we have two more questions and 3 minutes left for the session. So try to be as short as possible.
Okay.
Okay. So whenever so this question is coming from, I hope I am reading it well, Majed from India. Whenever I read about successful people who accomplished a lot of in their businesses, I've never been that alone. So now I need to build a team for my startup. My question is, how do I go about doing that? Do I go to events? Do I post online? Or what has been proven the best way of assembling a team for a startup?
Okay. Hello, Majed. So that's a great question. As a startup, you just need to get creative how you get the best people on board. A lot depends upon your budget, but basically your question is, as far as I understood, where to find the people. So you didn't mention the traditional ways of just going to a recruitment agency. So most likely you would like to meet the team members yourself, personally. So one option would be to post an advertisement either in the internet or simply to go to one of the universities where the students are studying some subjects, in the fields which are close to the field of your startup. Let's say if you are producing some biological things, so then you need to go to the university and to the biological department. So the department of biology, and post your advertisement there. Usually universities have advertisement walls, and there in this way you will get a high chance of meeting someone who will call you back and who will have the necessary skills because this person is studying there, and this is your target group. Another option would be to join some networking groups, which actually also networking groups from your field. Let's say if you are an IT person, then do join the IT networking groups, get acquainted with the people there, and cooperate with them. So these are the two options that most of the startups are likely to go and to be successful there, without contributing, investing too much money. So that's my answer.
Okay, perfect. And the last question, sorry guys, really we can't do that that long. So the next question is coming from France, and it's Verne. So how to get people to for core startup team? I have an idea for startup. I am a programmer and I know how to execute most of this idea. Also, there is no problem for me to learn new stuff. But I also know that it's almost impossible to do it all right alone. So I need people for my startup team. But where do I find people if I cannot offer any starting money? Also, perfect would be to find people who share the vision, etc. Any ideas, guys?
Okay, hello, Verne. Just briefly, we have already touched upon a few strategies which would be perfect in your case. So one of them is to engage friends. However, please do communicate your vision and values, and everything. The second option is join some networking groups related to the field where your startup will be working. Then there is a very successful and also no money option, no fund option, which is just go to the university and post your advertisement there. Thus, you will get highly qualified people in your team, and most likely, as an intern, this person, the university students will be really happy to join your team, even without initial payment, because they value the development possibilities, so these were the very quick answers. I hope I could answer your question, Verne.
Yeah, let's hope so. And if you have, guys, any questions left, and I see that there are lots of in the queue still, so please do send them to us. And for those whose questions we have right now at the table, we're gonna get back to you guys and gonna reply either on Facebook or we're gonna reply to you directly. And to round up our session, I would like to remind that we have the option of the free startup consulting, one more session left this week. Could you remind the topic, Lena?
Yes, so we have the last free consulting session, which is funding. So I think it is one of the crucial topics for most of the startups, and the consulting will take place online via Google Hangout on Friday this week, at the same time as today, 8 o'clock German time. So you're welcome to join us. And the final, the final words from me would be also, if you have any questions, just write us. We have an email contact at startupbooster.com, and we will be happy to answer your questions. You can also connect with us by Skype. Just send us an email that you would like to have a Skype chat, or you can also join our Startup Black Belt program, which will help you gain practical skills to launch your own business. You will also get your ready-to-go business plan. You will know everything about, strategic marketing, sales, and business development. So you will create your own plan, and you will also do the product concept testing plan. And finally, you will be ready with your fundraising pitch if you have in mind to contact the investors. So thank you very much for joining us today. That was all from me. I wish you a great evening, and just the final words from Darya.
Yeah, thank you, guys. It was really great to have you all today. So the recording will be available as usual, and have a great evening. Talk to you Friday.
Bye-bye.